guys, welcome back. It's BCCL or Belgian Waffles here, and today we're doing a new thing where we're going to be doing discussion videos and we're going to be discussing topics that I choose because I want to. So in this first video of this more TED Talk kind of format, we'll be talking about how planes are ass and how you should never take aircraft travel.
You a lie. Vertigo bang, took a tang. Boom tang tang, toon tang, tigger ligget. Fire the bang bang on the diggy. Wibble up a tang tang on the diggy. Heckle up bang bang on the buggy.
Hello everybody, thank you for coming to my show. I'm BCCL or Belgian Waffles, your host, and today we have a great topic. So let's get started. Long before time had a name, there was a man. This early man saw a bird flying in the sky and thought, I want to do that. So he did. This brings us to the first men to fly, the Wright brothers, who had created a flight in the year 1903 or sometime around that. Fast forward to modern day, we have made countless innovations to the original plane, like using them to bomb cities, flying them into buildings, and making them out of metal. And with that, we discuss the actual topic of today, the horrors of aviation. On a more serious note, today we'll be talking about awful plane experiences and horrific events in the air. So this is a warning that there may be a mention of death in this video, and that death isn't something that you should joke around about. Also a warning about other unpleasant situations in this video. And with that out of the way, let's continue. We're going to start with reading stories from people with bad TSA experiences, because that's usually where these bad plane experiences start with TSA. The TSA are the gatekeepers of the air, the guardians of the wind. They are the elite protectors of the skies. They're also the worst. First story dealing with the TSA is of a young boy traveling to Hawaii for a long extended vacation and bringing an Xbox 360 with him. We love 360. The TSA agents thought it was a bomb and tore it apart in front of him. Damn. I'm so sorry, man. That's unspeakable. Just hearing this makes me feel the need to cry. Stuff like this always reminds me of those videos where adults destroy their kids' $300 gaming systems because they were playing a lot. I remember watching those videos. The next story is about a man who was scanned by the TSA with the metal detector sticky thingy, and by accident, the agent swung and smacked the guy in the crotch. I'm also sorry to you, sir, but not as much as the previous kid. This third one is crazy. An Indianapolis man was traveling with the ashes of his dead grandfather at a Florida airport. He explained to the agents about the jar, and there was even a label telling him it was human remains. The bitch of a TSA agent dug her nasty ass hand, into the urn, sifting through it with her hand. Next, the bitch actually spilled the ashes all over the goddamn floor when she accidentally spilled it. Me personally, I'm crashing out! I am committing heavy crimes against this bitch! That was that man's grandfather you tipped over. The man's first mistake in all of this was going to Florida. Anyway, now with my anger out, this final TSA one is about a man flying from Copenhagen to the United States. The man went touring around Europe with his girlfriend, and both of them had fallen sick from all the traveling. In an airport in Minneapolis, they had locked the couple in the customs office, grilling the guy about his traveling. The man could barely talk or listen after 30 hours of traveling and falling sick. The guy was not allowed to use the bathroom, get a drink, or leave. They even suspected him for trafficking heroin because of his illness and having it as a cover. The man was held at the airport for nearly 40 hours with a fever of 103 degrees. This was me. I'm suing the fuck out of the airlines, out of the TSA. I'm suing. I'm sorry, guys. I got a little heated in that little bit of an area because, me personally, I'd do something different. But anyway, we're going to move on to the weirdos that work on the planes themselves, these death machines. The people like the pilot, the stewardess, and the flight attendants should be trusted. They should. Should is the key word. You should trust these people with your life. we're going to talk about a specific time when a flight attendant did some pretty bad things, and, basically, that we shouldn't, trust these people either. This example is on April 26, 2023, there's a 36-year-old flight attendant man with American Airlines that was found to record minors in airplane bathrooms. During the court trial, the man's defense attorney literally said that it was the fault of the kids and it was the negligence of the kids and the parents. Now, luckily, this man's in jail! This is disgusting! And I'm sorry for anyone who's affected by this goddamn guy. And luckily, he's in jail. He had over 50 images, minors, and it was all on iCloud. The car said that they found it on iCloud. So anyway, he's serving 35 to 50 years in prison. So hopefully, he's still in court for some reason. But yeah, I hope he rots in prison. I mean, yeah. This man is never getting out unless he's got Jayoma as his lawyer. Because if he hires Jayoma, this man's walking free. I'm just saying, he's got a great track record. Anyway, on a more serious note, yeah, this is a guy who committed some pretty bad crimes. And, yeah, did some bad things. And this is the people who are working on the goddamn thing you're on. So that if you got past the TSA tackling people over minute details, you get on the plane, and this guy's doing some nasty things. Okay, switching from that to a more positive note. Planes are good, right? Nope, wrong. You know who's on your side? The weather and God. Wrong. The weather is goddamn after you too. Not only are the people in the airport after you, the people on the plane are after you, the plane is after you, the goddamn weather you're flying in is also after you. So anyway, we're talking about turbulence. Yeah, turbulence. Basically, one day, a couple months ago, a Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner was mid-flight going from Spain to Uruguay when it hit extreme turbulence and had to emergency land in Brazil. The problem with that is that shit was hard. The turbulence was severe. I'm talking 30 people sustained minor injuries, varying to some pretty major, but mostly were fine. The turbulence was so bad, though, there was a guy who ended up in the overhead bang shelf area, where you put your luggage. A guy was up there. No one knows how he got up there. They had to pull that bitch out. Anyway, also the ceiling tiles weren't, on the plane anymore. Either way, luckily in this case, no one died, and no one got seriously hurt. I'm pretty sure. Mostly sure. Sometimes. Okay, now this final case covers our most darkest thing and involves death, so, warning to all watching, of course. There's no footage, but you know what I mean if you guys don't want to listen to this. Anyway, I'll give you a few seconds if you guys want to leave, Leave! Okay, without that out of the way, anyway. So, the year is 1945, right? The last year of World War II. And a 10-ton B-25 Mitchell bomber is on a routine flight from Massachusetts to New Jersey. But it crashed on the way there. Now, it crashed into a building. You know how ironic that is, because, we had pretty bad experiences with that. But anyway, it crashed into the side of the Empire State Building. Now, I'm pretty sure no one knows about this. I don't know a single person who probably knows that the Empire State Building had a plane go right into the side of it during World War II. No one knows that at all. So, this is educational, actually. Anyway, the 3 servicemen who were aboard the plane died, and 11 people inside the building were also killed. Now, ironically, the people who were in the building were part of the National Catholic Welfare Conference, who at the time of the plane hitting them and killing 11 of them, were making care packages for the guys overseas. So, yeah, our military, killed these people who were making care packages for the military. So, that's also a bit suspicious. Maybe a conspiracy. Anyway, now I know that there are worse plane crashes or events with higher casualty rates that I could have covered in this video, but I don't want to go that dark in this video because I think this is the darkest video I'm probably ever going to make, because most of them I don't have to do with death unless it's in a video game. But yeah, So that finishes Horrors of Aviation. Basically, lesson of the day, do not get on a goddamn plane. There's either gonna be snakes, weirdos, or it's gonna crash. Have a beautiful day!
Drift. Oh shit! I ain't gonna lie, B. I ain't got my license for this boat. Get out!
What the Sigma?